Early in my trading career, I blew up a trade that should have been a winner, and it took me about a week to figure out why. I had the right stock, I had the right direction, but I had no levels marked, no target set, and the second it moved against me, I had no idea where my stop was. I panicked, I held too long, I gave back everything. That one trade taught me, though, that preparation isn't part of trading. It is trading. And so I built a checklist that I go through every single morning before I ever touch a trade. And I'm going to walk you through this checklist right now. All right, so here's my checklist I'm going to share with you. Feel free to copy it. It has helped me out so much over the years. So step number 1, market context. I have to go through and check these things here, right? Is the pre-market futures up, down, or flat? Any major news, earnings, or Fed events today? Overall market bias, bullish, bearish, or choppy. I'm using price action to kind of help me figure out exactly where the trend is at, where the momentum's at. Because again, the markets can run and you can have these pullbacks even though we are still bullish. These pullbacks confuse a lot of people, and so they start looking bearish even though this is just a buy the dip opportunity. And so they're constantly on the wrong side of things. So I want to make sure that I have a really good understanding of, first off, like, what's the big picture? Where's the bias? Do we have any news coming out? What are the futures doing? Are they giving me any type of movement yet? The next step here is your daily levels. This, if you do it, will completely change your day trading. So many people are stuck on like the 3-minute time frame. You've got to zoom out, go to a daily time frame, and go through this list. Mark out yesterday's high and low. Put both of them on your chart. Mark out key support and resistances from a daily time frame. And how I'm doing that is I'm finding a spot where there's at least 3 wicks in the same area. So right here on a daily time frame on SPY, I've got 1, 2, 3, and a 4-ish. They're in that same zone. This is a very, very important level around 748. I want to mark that out on my chart so I can be aware of that, pay attention to it, and be ready to take profits when the markets get to that level. I then want to mark out the pre-market highs and lows if we've had any movement at all. And then I want to identify any round numbers, 750, 800, 100. Those round levels tend to have really good psychological plays with them that you want to pay attention to. So those are all my check marks there. Step 3 here. Again, this is my checklist before the market's open to make sure I'm doing this to be prepared so I'm not giving back those winners and avoiding a lot of those losers that I should have never been in the first place. So the next question is this price currently inside or outside of yesterday's range? So if we are outside of yesterday's range, this is a potential trend day, higher chance that we'll get follow through on the moves that I want to trade and have some big winners. If it's an inside day, it's likely going to be choppy. I want to reduce size, or I just want to skip this day altogether. So based on that answer right here, moves me on my chart. If we are outside the previous day's range, I go to step 4. If not, I reduce my size and I stop this check mark, and I just usually go, hey, I'm probably not going to trade today. I'm just going to wait. If it is outside the day of the previous range, I move on to step 4. So now what I'm looking for are trapped traders. I want to put myself into the shoes of previous people. If you look here on SPY, this is a perfect example. Yesterday, the bulls came in super strong off the 10 EMA. We've been in a very strong bull move. Now what's happening? We are gapping down below the low and actually moving lower. How are the people feeling that bought yesterday? Expecting us to gap up and make a new all-time high. How are they feeling? They're feeling pretty scared. They're feeling pretty worried. They are pressing the sell button, right? Those are the type of emotions that I want to take advantage of as a day trader. So again, going through this check mark, failed breakouts above key levels. Do we have the longs trapped? Yes, right now we do. Do we have any failed breakouts below a key level or any shorts trapped? No, right now the bulls are trapped, so I got that. Cool. If one of those things are checked, I can move on here to step number 5. The last things are, again, for trap traders, are they forcing the exits? Because if so, are the bulls getting in? If they have to exit, it's going to make big moves to the downside and vice versa. So again, we want to look for those long lower wicks, rejection candles at key levels, and then see if those are getting taken out. That's exactly what we have right now on SPY. Step number 5, volume confirmation. Volume is so big for me. I'm a price action and volume trader. Everything else is built off of those two things. Price action is opening the door. Volume is telling me if I should walk through it. Is the volume confirming it? So is the volume above the average for this time of day? You can kind of check on that. If it's middle of the day and the average volume is very low, I probably don't want to take a trade later on in the day. It's not really moving. If it's low volume, false moves, avoid chasing. If the volume is higher than normal, so again, if this is midday right now and I'm coming to check on the markets, if the volume is a lot higher, it's probably going to have some more moves and have some conviction behind it. I should probably walk through that door and potentially trade it. Step number 6, mark out your profit targets before your entry. Target 1, nearest obvious level. You want to be aware of this. You want to zoom out to a daily time frame and take a look, and I'll show you exactly what that looks like here in just a second. Target 2, the next key level for the previous higher low. Placing your stop loss, right? Where should your risk be? How do you know you're wrong? So if we take a look at the markets right now, what I'm looking at here is first target is going to be right here at the 748 mark. That's going to be a huge level for me to take profits at. If I was in bearish right now, I want to pay attention to this level. If you notice, if you just zoom in here on a 5-minute, you would never know that level's there unless you marked it with an alert by zooming out on a 5. And this is where people get stuck, is they get into a trade, it moves down, and all of a sudden it reverses hard, and you're like, whoa, and you gave up a big winner. It's because you weren't paying attention to the support zones on a daily. Zoom out before the market's open and look and see what's in front of you. My next real big target would be back into this support zone and the 20 EMA. So my next target would be 745. I would mark that out. So I have my big structure here, and I've got my big structure here. Those are two places that I want to pay attention to, potentially take some profits on. And if we're moving into, be prepared so that I'm not giving up gains by having it bounce strong if I'm trying to go short on this. Okay, from there, once I've gone through all of that, I've got my go or no-go decision before the markets are even opened, right? Are the boxes are checked? Are the levels marked? Are the targets set? If so, take the trade. I've got an opportunity here. If we are not gapping anywhere, if there's not obvious sentiment, if there's no one really in control, if the volume's low, it's a no-go. Just wait. Don't trade today. That is okay, because the time that people spend making up all of their old losses on trades that should have never been taken in the first place, you are getting ahead on, right? And that really is the key to being successful in trading, is avoiding just a couple losses. Now you can actually take those profits instead of making back those losses and get ahead. This is going to completely change your trading, because it did it for me. When I was trying to figure out why I was losing on trades and not being prepared, it took me a while, but I made this pre-market checklist for my day trades. I go through it every day, check off these boxes. It has completely changed my trading. It'll do the same thing for you. My friends, if you want to come trade live with us and watch our screens as we day trade Monday through Friday, every single day, as the markets are opening, you're watching a screen of a professional trader going through all of these things that no one's teaching you, walking you through not just the setups, not just the strategy, and seeing these trades live as they're taken on our screen, but also showing you the in-between stuff that's going to make the massive difference in your trading. So if you are curious about this, check out the links down below. It's a 30-day free trial. For 30 days, you can come trade alongside us over at Real Life Trading, watch our screens, ask as many questions as you want. Again, some of the best ways that I learned how to trade when I was first starting out was watching Jeremy Newsom's screen in Real Life Trading and asking him questions like, hey, why are you going bearish here? I thought this would be bullish. Why are you going bullish here? Why are you waiting? Why are you not taking a trade right now? This looks really good. Letting him answer in real-time markets as it's applied was the best way to learn. Come check that out for yourself, my friends. Again, links are down below for a 30-day free trial. Check out these other videos as well on day trading to help you out so that you can get ahead and start actually seeing those results in your trading that you would like. I'll see you in the next video, my friends. See ya.